we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. You look at this Jaguar defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
The Vikings at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Wilson. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there. A first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Lawrence running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And shedding through the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Etienne once more. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. In motion right is Ridley. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Lawrence will throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll run with Etienne. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline and watch the... And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Motion man left is Kirk. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just the short yardage runs and goes to one of those.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On play action, Lawrence. Work in the middle. Of 20 yards.
Well, normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Third and 5. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. Nwangu now from his end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 74 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
ETN up the middle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Etienne going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were...
I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne.
And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram, and they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On second down, ETN once more.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Throwing Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Tua.
Yeah, that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Tua.
Flushed out right. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. On second down, ETN once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.